Welcome back. This is Kid and Kam. This is table talk for this week for NBA. A lot of stuff's been going down in the offseason. A lot of deals been happening. A lot of trades. One team thinks they playing 2K. We're going to talk about the draft, and we're going to talk about a certain team losing a certain superstar, but they might keep them. We're going to start off with the Lakers. It's looking likely they about to repeat. They've been signing a couple people. What y'all think about it?
Yeah, they got rid of JaVale McGee and brought in Marc Gasol. Okay. Marc Gasol is a champion, if you forgot. They got rid
championship mentality.
They got rid of Danny Green, who didn't play good last season, and brought in runner-up sixth man of the year. And then they brought in the sixth man of the year in Montrezl Harrell, and he got him to lead the Clippers. And he tweeted something about yesterday of why would he go to the Lakers, and I think he said something like the Clippers didn't want to pay him, so maybe he was asking for it.
Yeah. It was like he said that the Clippers didn't even want him.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even seem like they didn't want him.
Which doesn't make sense to me. At the end of the day, I still wouldn't sign with the Lakers, though.
You wouldn't sign with the Lakers?
No.
Why not?
To me, honestly, it's a general respect. I don't know. I look at like that type of respect when I play. If I was a player, I'd look at that.
Yeah, players have different mindsets.
Like obviously, everybody's.
Personally, me, I probably wouldn't have signed with him because I don't, If I'm on that team, I'm devoted. Especially how long he was on the team. He was on that team for like 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. So he first time he's in the NBA, that's his rival, and he's just gonna sign with them.
I mean, if he's thirsty for a ring, then I'd sign with the Lakers. It's the best.
If he wants to win, I can understand. But like, if it's just respect for the game, he wouldn't sign.
He wouldn't sign with the Lakers. Like, there's other
Who are
teams
you guys talking about?
You could be a bigger piece.
Montrezl Harrell.
You're telling me first off, doesn't his brother play with them? Sorry.
Are you thinking about some?
Yeah.
Other...
Whoa. Wow. Talking about a whole different other person. But first off, you're talking about. I'm talking about the Morris brothers. My God, I was slipping. But let me start off with this. You're telling me if you had an opportunity to play with the Lakers, no matter what their team is, you're thinking in your mind, I'm gonna respect the NBA and not sign with them.
It's not respecting the NBA. It's respecting the team that even gave you a chance.
You said, wait. You said, say that again. Ask that question again.
I'm saying you have an opportunity. You're Harold, right? Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity to sign with the Lakers and get you a ring. You're a defensive player of the year. You're a sixth man of the year as well. You've done multiple things, yet you still don't have a ring. You're telling me you're thinking about having respect for the NBA and not signing with the Lakers.
It's not respect for the NBA. It's respect for the team that gave you a chance to even be here in the first place.
I wouldn't join my rival.
If that team didn't play him, he wouldn't be a sixth man of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's just having respect for that team.
That's like when Brenton Cox transferred from Georgia to Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you went from Boston to the Yankees or Yankees to Boston.
So it's certain.
It's a respect factor.
It's not like certain things you just don't do. It's just that. I know that players have different mindsets. Like obviously KD.
Yeah. It's like when KD joined the Warriors.
Like it's like that type of mindset. Players have that mindset, and then if I was a player, I'd have a loyalty mindset. I'm a very loyal person, so I would have had respect for the team that even gave me the opportunity to be here in the first place, and I wouldn't sign with their rival. Now, if it ended on bad terms, not that deep for I don't know about that.
For me,
yeah, I don't think he's doing it as disrespectful. I think more of the fact of now it's a business. I think he's still grateful.
I think it's more of a business move for him. I think he knows that he can go there and he can get a lot of minutes since he was a sixth man of the year.
No.
And that he can contribute to that team.
No, he's not going to get a lot of minutes. Yeah, it's not the minutes. It's definitely the ring because he's getting a lot of minutes with the Clippers.
It's pretty obvious. If you want a ring, you sign with.
It's very obvious.
LeBron is.
It is very obvious.
Yeah.
Especially with Clay being hurt, it's very obvious.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's very obvious. You got J.R. Smith, Dennis Schroeder,
yep.
Marquise Morris.
That is a question I wanted to ask you, Jordan. That is a question I want to ask you.
About the Warriors?
How do you think the Warriors are going to do now? Yeah, without Clay.
Yeah, because in the first episode, you said that they were clear repeats.
Or they were clear winners.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, going off of Clay being injured, we'll just have to see what moves they make in this offseason. I don't think they can do as good without Clay. They got
Oubre,
but they've done well. They've done well without Curry before, and he was out till the offseason. But are you going to do well when Clay is gone? I mean, that's just something that you got to think about.
No.
I don't know.
No.
We'll see. I mean, is Curry going to come back healthy?
Curry is already healthy, but he's not carrying that Warriors team by himself. Draymond's not the same player he used to be. He's not doing it.
James Wiseman's a rookie. Kelly Oubre ain't built like that.
I will say I think the Warriors may be able to sneak into the playoffs, but
they're probably like a 7th seed.
Yeah.
Maximum.
I think they can sneak into the playoffs, but they ain't winning nothing.
I think the Suns have a better chance of getting in.
Yeah, they're not winning nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. But let's get back to the Lakers, okay?
Nothing.
So have the Lakers already won the next? Has LeBron already won his 5th ring?
No, I think he's got 4. This would be his 4th one, right? This year was his 4th one.
Yeah.
No, he won 3 with the Heat, I think. No, he won 2 with the Heat,
won 4
2
rings.
with the Cavs.
He's won 4 rings.
One with the Cavs, and then this was his 4th.
Yeah, so his 5th one. Has he secured his 5th one?
He's won 4 rings.
He has not secured his 5th one. Oh, you're saying, will he come? Will he?
Like, well, like next year,
like
has he secured it?
Has he already won the 5th ring?
I just don't want to. I don't want to speak on it, but I'm looking at this roster right now, and
what team is stopping this? What team is going to stop this?
Especially on the East. If they win the West, it's over.
The Celtics are their biggest threat, but the Celtics can't even make the finals. So, I mean, people, you might say the Heat, but the Heat haven't shown ability to be able to outscore the Lakers.
Don't forget the Nets. Don't forget, the 76ers might be something.
If they get Harden.
There's a lot of possibilities. That's what I'm saying. They can't speak on what's going to happen without this trade deadline.
We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
But what I'm saying is,
we'll get into that later.
Looking at this lineup right now, scrolling at this lineup, it's already scary. It's very scary.
Because they've pretty much upgraded their entire bench, bro. You're going to have Marc Gasol, probably a starter because you got AD.
You got a better scorer at point guard with Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, and you got Montrezl coming off the bench.
Which he most likely will.
Marc Gasol, KCP's coming back.
I feel like LeBron did it a lot more smarter than he did the last time, which the last time he did all these moves, it was in Cleveland. And that team that was the first year that LeBron, that was the year that LeBron moves all his friends there. He had D Wade, I'm sure he had Rose, he had a lot of other options there. And then it was a terrible blowout by the Warriors. But let's just hope that it was a smart move. Let's hope he made some smart moves. I'm not even going to talk and disrespect Dwight Howard, how he was talking about he's staying, and then little did he know he was gone.
Yeah, he tweeted he was staying, and then 20 minutes later he was out.
You think he knew? Do you think he knew?
I think he meant staying with the Lakers, but I think at the last minute he got a offer he couldn't refuse, like the Godfather. So I mean, ultimately, he jumped the gun a bit early, but I mean, if I'm a Lakers fan, I don't care. We got Marc Gasol, cool.
I mean,
Lakers info.
Can this team put fear in the eyes of the Lakers? Let me just read this. Because this was what Cam was saying about the 76ers, about they needed a big. Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Dwight Howard, Kyle O'Quinn, Glenn Robinson III, Mike Scott, Ben Simmons. I mean, to me, you have a big lineup right there in Seth Curry.
Bro, you about put me to sleep with that lineup. Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro. Come on, man. What was that? Kyle O'Quinn? You gonna mention him? Do I ain't heard of his name since I played 2K.
He's on the team.
Come on, man. You can't compare. Come on, man.
I took a nap on that roster.
Come on, man.
You said Kyle O'Quinn.
Seth Curry. He let off with Seth Curry.
He's on
the team.
And Dwight Howard, he's not that
good. I went ABC order. How do I not say Seth Curry's name first? You thought I was going to say Tony Bradley first?
I thought you was about to just start reading off. They're superstars and then, a couple of bench players.
I mean, Seth Curry would be a superstar on the 76ers. On the 76ers?
Did y'all hear that? Silence.
On the 76ers?
That made no sense.
You don't think he would be one of the stars on the 76ers?
Look. There's a difference in between being their star player and a superstar.
Now, let me tell you about the 76ers. So, this offseason, the 76ers needed what? They needed to add what to their lineup? They needed to add speed and shooting. They drafted Tyrese Maxey. Okay, they trade for a guy named Seth Curry. So they've definitely improved their roster. Their roster is way better than it was last year. I think the thing that the 76ers need to focus on now is getting to the playoffs fully healthy.
And they got Danny Green.
Man, he gonna turn that court into a construction site with all those bricks he be laying, bro.
Come on, bro. One shot. Man. Are you serious?
Come on, man.
It's not one shot. It wasn't one shot. Come on.
You're still talking about a champion, though.
It wasn't one shot. It doesn't.
Man,
this is where I ask you again, Cam. How many rings you got? How many rings you got?
How many rings you got?
Patrick McCall has 3.
How many rings you got? All right, then.
Patrick McCall has 3. Look how many minutes he got in the finals. Don't matter.
Come on, man.
Come on. It's easier to win championships these days. It is.
Especially if you're just a good bench player. You can just sign with the team.
Exactly. You can sign.
Danny Green was essential in the Raptors. In the Raptors. Wins.
I thought he was about. Yeah, in the Raptors, he was good.
Wins. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, he was good.
Great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when he went to the Lakers, but that could have been his peak season because
I guess he was at his best in San Antonio.
Mindset. He was at his best in San Antonio. He went to the Raptors. He did kind of good. He went to the Lakers and he fell off.
I mean, it's possible that somebody it's all about chemistry. Maybe he did not fit in with that chemistry there. Which is obvious.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
But does the chemistry matter when you're taking open shots and missing?
But yeah, then again, his play style is, you post up at a corner.
Yes.
You pop an open 3. It's just a catch and shoot.
I mean, that's pressure. Chemistry does matter. Chemistry does matter.
When you got LeBron and AD on your team in the finals, you got pressure on an open 3?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
You do have pressure.
You have LeBron and AD.
Yes, but you have an open 3. You got 3 seconds left to win the playoffs. This is a big moment.
We're not even just talking about that. This is the way you look at games. You seen Rondo's 19-point games. You like, this man's the holy grail at point guards. He's gonna make so much money in the offseason.
I would like to put on record that I made that comment before he had the 19-point
Danny Green, and you like, that's the only shot he missed. I don't think you watched the tape because he was laying bricks out there.
He was, and he had a bad
There's a reason
game.
He was a meme on Twitter forever.
Yes, but Twitter's gonna get anything that you mess up on. We can't fault that.
But he kept messing up.
Yes, but I'm saying you're asking the question as if there's pressure when you're taking a final shot because you have AD and LeBron.
I did not say nothing about no. I didn't say nothing about no final shot. I just said there's pressure when you catch and shoot. Did I say something about a final shot, Dimitri?
To be honest, I'm just thinking. What I'm gonna say next.
I just said a catch and shoot wide open with LeBron and AD on your team. There is no pressure on that.
There is pressure. There's pressure.
That's all I said. I ain't say nothing about no last second shot. Rewind the tape.
There's pressure.
Nothing was said from me about a last shot.
There's pressure on every shot that you take in the NBA. That's why they're there.
So you're gonna tell me first shot of the game, there's pressure on that?
Yeah, being in the playoffs has pressure on it. What's your argument here?
Dimitri,
what's your argument,
what do you want to say, bro?
Let me say
Dimitri,
this right
what,
Danny Green in San Antonio, monster. Toronto, great. He didn't play good last season. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say Danny Green's a bad player. He got traded to the Thunder, and I was like, we don't really need him. You know what I mean? And we got rid of him quickly. But now he's playing for the Philadelphia. So they got some shooters. Maybe if he can, he can shoot. But they've got some good players set around Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. They got Dwight Howard. They got a decent roster. I think they can get to the second round. But can they beat the Celtics in a series of 7? Can they beat Toronto in a series of 7? Because don't forget about Toronto. And
they did just lose Serge Ibaka, but
Toronto. And here's the thing that fuels Toronto. Toronto is fueled by great coaching. How great will Doc Rivers be in Philadelphia?
We're not talking about this again.
That's another thing you got to look at. So you tell me should LeBron be sweating about? Man, LeBron ain't thinking about that roster. I didn't
say should he be sweating. I said, is this enough to put some fear in the eyes? And the answer is
no.
No. LeBron is right now. He's still smoking that heat pack. Okay,
R.I.P. Bozo.
He's smoking that Clippers pack. He ain't worried about the Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers, come on.
Oh my goodness. There's also been a lot of hate going Kuzma's way on the Lakers.
Yeah, a lot of the fan base does want him gone. He doesn't contribute as much as I feel like he could.
He doesn't. Look, I'm not saying he's a horrible player, but he definitely is not performing the way he did on his rookie season. Now, then again, LeBron wasn't on the team and AD wasn't on the team his rookie season. But then again, you know, if you can put up numbers like that when you are getting the ball, there ain't no way you should be getting the ball and, you know, not doing anything with it. You know what I'm saying?
Before, you know, obviously how he plays now, do you think the Lakers would have been able to trade a package to the Pelicans instead of it being Kuzma staying? It could have been Ingram. Imagine if Ingram still played on the Lakers.
I don't think Ingram would be getting the contract that he just got.
Oh, no, he'd be a free agent right now. Definitely.
100%.
Because I don't think the Lakers have the money for that. But
oh, no.
Imagine, I mean, I'm just
that
saying. That
2017 draft class, they got some contracts, though. We about to talk about that.
Yeah.
But
that's another thing to
staying
talk
on
about.
Kuzma.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like
man.
Kuzma could already be on another team. I think when his contract ends, he will be gone, though, sadly. I don't think Kuzma, he stays in LA.
Kuzma in the postseason this year, I mean, he would play 23 minutes, averaged 43% on his field goal percentage, and then 10 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Contributing to a team that's not bad. That's got LeBron.
Like we said, we said he wasn't horrible. We said Lakers fans wanted him gone, and he's not playing like he did his rookie season.
I mean,
right?
Lakers fans also can't forget he
like
won
20.
that game-winning shot in them Coles, boy.
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
So,
did you forget that?
Kuzma's gonna need a contract.
No one forgot. No one, dude.
Kuzma needs a
the
contract.
Lakers just won a title, and they just won the next one as well.
Kuzma needs a contract, and it's sad because I feel like everybody in this draft class that was relevant has received a max deal.
Yep. It's almost like you could start from the top. Not really, actually, you can't because Marco Fultz didn't get it. He didn't get a contract.
R.I.P.
We'll skip that.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
he has been balling though. He's been balling for
the Magic. He's been doing pretty good. But
can he hit a free throw yet?
Can he shoot?
I think he can shoot now. He can shoot now. I think he can shoot now.
Yeah.
Can he hit a free throw yet?
I remember I was watching the Magic in the bubble. He's looking all right.
You know what? Look, I'm about to pull Jordan. Jordan, what NBA roster are you on? What NBA roster are you hitting free throws for?
Anyways,
all right then.
Brandon Ingram, $158 million for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell, $195, 5 years. Tatum, $195, 5 years. Kuzma.
Can we talk about
what you got?
Ingram, when Ingram was getting drafted, everybody was like, okay, well, this guy's going to be the next KD. And then he comes into the league and he just wasn't it. He was honestly known for, punching Rondo in his face or something? Like, who was that? No, it was Chris Paul and Rondo. That fight.
That was funny,
I know y'all remember that. It was insane.
Yeah, my boy spit in my dude's face. That was on the Rockets. I will never forget that.
He's got a deal now. He went to the Pelicans and started shining. So you got to think at a point, was it maybe just the Lakers front office that was holding Brandon Ingram back?
Yeah, I think that was that point. They were in rebuild mode because they had Kuzma, Lonzo. Mm-hmm. They were in a rebuild mode. That team wasn't winning a playoff.
Pelicans roster right now, that's what they had. They had whoever's on the Pelicans right now is what they had. And then LeBron showed up and said, goodbye. But to me,
I mean, I said that I felt like the Pelicans did win that trade because they got Lonzo. They are set up for their future. I mean, then
Lonzo
again, the Lakers did get a title off that trade.
Lonzo was playing
terrible.
Lakers
did get a title off that trade.
Lonzo was
but
playing
terrible. He still has room to grow.
Yeah, but to me, keeping Kuzma, Kuzma's, as we say, all right. To me, you should have kept Ingram because Ingram would have done a lot more.
But then again, we just talked about that. I don't feel like Ingram would have grown the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it probably could have been the same way for Kuzma. If Kuzma could probably be in Brandon Ingram's shoes right now, it could be flipped over. You know what I'm saying?
Kuzma there ain't no telling what would have happened. In Brandon Ingram's shoes right now.
the way he played his rookie year, it's completely possible. The potential was there.
Nah, I agree with Jordan. I think Brandon Ingram's totally though is just a way better player.
I mean, he is. I understand that, but like we don't know what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like the Pelicans got what they wanted. They got exactly what they needed. Because I feel like Brandon Ingram's going to be a star for them. I mean, he has the contract to prove it.
Yeah. Pelicans putting together a little good roster here.
Yeah, they got
Zion, the future in Zion. You know.
They get a good spot up shooter and
Josh. Let's not forget, even though Zion only played 20 games, he was averaging 25 and 5 or something like that. He was
second in rookie of the year.
Yeah, he was looking good. He was looking good. Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, Zion.
Don't sleep like we had to on that.
Zion was averaging 22 points per game, 6 rebounds. That's basically all the stats you need to hear. Already, was that his rookie season?
Yeah.
Already having 540 points, 150 rebounds, and 50 assists. Already.
I mean, 540 points isn't that much.
I mean, you're a big man.
Okay. How many points did AD score last season?
AD versus Zion? Come on,
I'm
bro.
not comparing. I'm just saying you said that's a lot. I'm just
in the point.
I'm just saying it's not really a lot. It's and how many games he played, I guess, but come on. I'm just trying to
let's also remember that AD was in the bubble and Zion, had to go home for some family troubles.
Zion was in the bubble.
No, he didn't really play. Remember, he ended up leaving. He was there for probably like a game or two near the end. During the season, he was gone. He was back home with his family during the bubble season.
All right, so yeah, we were talking about. I just thought about that. We were talking about Brandon Ingram. He's not even 2017. He's 2016. You know a big man who was 2017 now? Bam Adebayo, 14th pick. He just got a deal.
He just got a deal.
How?
It wasn't a max, but it was a deal. It's a good deal.
Is it a good signing by him? Do you agree with a 5-year deal with the Heat? Y'all like it?
The way he played this season, I like the 5-year deal.
Oh, it's a good signing for the Heat. I'm saying, is it a good signing for him?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money. 5 years. I mean, then he might be one of them loyal players that we was talking about earlier. Yeah. Players play with different mindsets. He might be a loyal player. So he might just be sticking around because he's like, this team gave me the opportunity.
Think there's a championship in that 5-year deal with the Heat?
No.
So no?
No.
Ooh. What about you, Jordan?
No.
There's probably like this season, deep playoff runs, but no championship.
They made it to yeah. I feel like they got. I ain't gonna say they got lucky, but I said from the jump the Heat were a dangerous team, especially when you saw what they did to the Pacers in round 1. I thought they were pretty scary off the rip.
I thought them. I mean, whenever the I just drew a blank. Whenever the bubble first started and like the playoffs started in it, I said the Nuggets were gonna be dangerous, and then I said another team. I forget who it was. It wasn't the Heat though. I forget what was the other team. What was the other team? I was talking to you about them. I don't remember. Anyways, I said the Nuggets would be dangerous. I feel like the Nuggets have a better chance of winning a chip than a lot of these other teams, and they're in the West with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like the Nuggets have a better chance in the next 5 years.
If Michael Porter starts playing at an all-star level, the Nuggets are dangerous. And I mean dangerous. If Michael Porter can start playing at an all-star level, if Bo can play even decent, maybe 10 points per game, the Nuggets are scary. That's a team now I'd keep an eye on. I'm more feared of them than the 76ers roster if I'm the Lakers. Because this team already got to the conference finals. And
how many games
2
did
games? No, they won 1 game.
They won 1 game?
Yeah, because it was 3-0 and 3-1, I think. No. It was 2-1.
I think it was 3-1.
I know the Lakers. The Lakers did win in 5 games though. It was 4-1. I know for sure, but if, like I said,
I think it was 3-1. It was obviously 3-1.
They can get Michael Porter. The Nuggets are a threat. I think the Nuggets could be a new dynasty that's just on the rise that we don't know about yet. Well, we do, but
we know about it.
But it's not a dynasty yet. But I feel like it's coming. All right, so when we talk, so we've just talked about Bam. We've talked about we talked about Brandon Ingram, even though he's not 2017, 2016. But 2017, we got to talk about the best player from 2017.
Jason Tatum.
He signs.
I feel like it was a well-deserved.
He signs him a nice deal with the Celtics. He's staying in Boston. I think it's a good signing because
easily the best player from 2017. And I mean, he was easily the best player on the Celtics last year.
Now I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question again. Does he get a contract in that deal? I mean, not a contract, but does he get a title in that deal?
I feel like they make multiple title runs.
He could probably get
to the finals.
He could probably get a conference title in that deal. But that's what he's going to.
You don't think he can win a championship with the Celtics?
Are you asking me if I think he can win a championship, or are you asking me if I think he can beat LeBron in the championship?
I mean, you got a good point, but it's. I mean, if you want to say no, just say no.
Yeah, just say no.
No, I don't.
Okay. Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma. We were talking about Kyle Kuzma. Okay. We're talking about Kyle Kuzma. He hasn't gotten a contract yet. When does his tenure in LA end?
As soon as his contract's up.
Do you agree with that, Jordan? You think they bring back that 10 points per game?
I think they might trade him. I feel like they have too many other assets to the team now. I mean, they even have Alex. And, I mean, Alex is a beast himself. The bald-headed beast.
Yeah.
So I think Kuzma right now, I'm wasting money on Kuzma. I mean, he's a good little, he's going to drop more than Rondo was dropping per game, if he comes off the bench. But, I mean, at this point, there's, to me, it's, you could, a little 2-point game. But at this point, there's no, at this point, it's, you can save money. I mean, it can go either way to having Kuzma on the bench, then you just, Kuzma, boys need to rest.
Yeah.
Go out there and drop some points. That's your essential score for when your boys need to rest. But LeBron doesn't want to rest. So you don't really have to worry about that a lot.
If I'm being honest, I think Kuzma's getting traded before the season starts.
You think so?
I think he's getting traded before the season starts. I don't think they need him on the team this year.
Where do you think they're going to trade him to?
I don't know.
New Orleans.
No.
Can you imagine?
No.
Double dip.
Can you imagine?
Imagine they bring back Josh Hart.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
To replace Danny Green. That'd be so funny.
But Kuzma and Lonzo got their little beef, so that wouldn't even be a good trade.
What's Kuzma and Lonzo have beef now?
Yeah, they've been had beef, bro.
When?
Yeah, they don't. Y'all didn't see the video of them of Lonzo not shaking his hand or talking to him after the game, waving him off. Y'all didn't see that? Yeah, Lonzo ain't cool with him like that, bro.
Play that video right
now.
now.
They both played in.
Just kidding.
When they both played in LA, I know they was best friends.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
I know they had beef.
I don't think Lonzo messing with him no more.
I think Kuzma is good to have on the bench, but if you're not going to use him, it depends all the other trades that they're going to make this season. Are they done? Okay. If they're done, Kuzma stays. If they make one more trade, it's got to be essential enough to get Kuzma's off. But I think Kuzma is the next one to go. You got rid of McGee, you got rid of Howard, and you replaced both of them. Kuzma's the next one to go. If there is a next one. Did Kuzma make it past 2 Laker plagues? Did Kuzma do enough to make it past 2 Laker plagues?
Might. I don't know. I see him on the roster next season, but I don't see him on there when his contract ends.
Oh, definitely
I think that's
not.
a pretty obvious statement.
No. So let's talk about 2 more contracts, okay? We'll talk about, mainly with these contracts, we got to talk about, is it really the right decision for their future in the NBA? Donovan Mitchell signed 5-year, $195 million, pretty much just like Bam, and he is going to be staying in Utah with that roster and Rudy Gobert, or should I say Rudy Briggs Gobert?
Wow.
Is that the right signing? Is that the right signing? If you're Donovan Mitchell, you stand in Utah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you can go ahead. Jordan.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people right now are just letting LeBron play because LeBron is in another year of his prime. So I feel like a lot of players that are around our age or around Donovan Mitchell's age are doing something right now called camping. And I feel like what the main point of this is they're developing themselves as a player and at the same time getting max deals, because right now the most dominant player in the NBA is LeBron. So does it suck probably being on the Utah Jazz for another 5 years? Yeah, but it pays. It pays, and you're going to develop yourself. Donovan Mitchell is already a dominant player to me. He's already a dominant player. But is it his time yet to take over the playoffs? Nah. Just show your loyalty to the Utah Jazz right now. They may get somebody in the next 5 years to keep you there. If they don't, when this 5 years is up, Bronny will be in the NBA and LeBron will be out the NBA. Then you can go.
He spends max 2 or 3 years in Utah. You see how disappointed he was when they blew the 3-1 lead to the Nuggets? He spends a max 2-3 seasons left in Utah, and then he's out. Trade. You think
he'll pull the injury trade? I'm injured. I request a trade. The AD.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this right now. Two of these top players from this 2017 draft class, they will team up in the future. It's gonna happen. It will happen.
Who do you think it'd be?
I don't know, because none of them have acted a little crazy yet. They all being loyal, but they gonna fold. And like I said, in 2 to 3 seasons, somebody's gonna fold, and they're gonna team up with another guy. And honestly, matter of fact, let me tell you who I think it's gonna be. First person, De'Aaron Fox. Man just signed a deal to stay in Sacramento.
Ugh.
Sacramento.
I feel like, look.
Let me ask you this question real quick, and I want you to just answer this as fast as you can. Okay? I want both of y'all to just answer this as fast as you can. Like, once I finish this question, just answer it. All right? Mm-hmm. Is De'Aaron Fox winning a ring in Sacramento?
No.
Why would you sign a 5-year extension?
Let me.
I just told you why. I just told you why.
I didn't get to speak on the Donovan situation. I feel like Jordan was 100% right there. And I feel like De'Aaron's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He sees all these other players signing these 5-year deals. Just like you said, some of them might team up in the future. If they all sign 5-year deals, that means that 5th year is over. They all free agents.
Yeah.
They can choose if they resign or not.
Yeah.
Unless they have a team option or a player option. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Like I said, I agree
so
with that.
So I 100.
But
this is probably look, Jordan. Look, I got a lot of respect for you, but this is probably the one time I fully agree with you on something, because I 100% agree with you on this.
But I don't think they're thinking about LeBron.
Yeah, I don't think they're like, oh, LeBron.
Because LeBron's been beaten before with some young guys, and it can happen again. To be honest,
I do agree with the camping part. I think they are just sitting there developing themselves, and they earn the money while it's there.
Yeah, they're max. They're max amount. I'm like, they almost making $200 million. They're literally, and they're probably gonna make that with brand endorsements, bro.
They haven't even hit their mid-20s, and they're making max deals.
Right?
Why not take it?
Like I said.
That was a great call. That's a great call for Brandon Ingram. That's a great call for.
It's a great call for all of them. Probably not De'Aaron Fox, but I'm gonna tell you, in about 2 to 3 years, these players are gonna start folding, and it's not gonna be anybody on the Celtics, because the Celtics gonna be a contender.
Honestly, but look, Donovan and De'Aaron, that backcourt would be nasty.
Listen. I'm telling you, I think those gonna be the 2 players that fold first on these contracts.
Hey, it's gonna happen. Be nasty. Oh my!
It's gonna happen. Now, if you would have told me how quickly Russell would have folded on the whole Rockets experiment, I would have thought you were. I wouldn't have believed it, to be honest. To be quite honest.
I told you it wasn't going to work, but I didn't think he was going to quit like that the first time.
He quit it. He quit fast.
After Russell, first year.
Russell is hungry, bro. This man he's in his 30s. He wants a ring.
He's old.
He's won an MVP. He wants a ring.
He's old. He's starting to miss his shots. Okay, he's not starting to make his shots. He's only being able to dunk.
What was his stat line? What was the stat line?
God, 2 for 9. God, boy, 2 for 9. I'll never forget those numbers ever.
2 for 9. We'll come back to the Rockets though. Speaking of young players, talk about the draft. Let's talk about at least the top 3 picks. And I know, Cameron, you were talking about Obi Toppin. So if you want to go over that situation.
Obi Toppin fell. I mean, obviously, he wasn't expected to go top 3. Top 3 players went where I think they should have went. I think I said it in the mock draft thing that we did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Obi Toppin falling to 8, that was just crazy. I mean, he won the College Basketball Player of the Year award. He led a Dayton team to the top 5 rankings the whole season, I think it was. I mean, this man was just outstanding. If you look at where he came from, his backstory, he has the work ethic. I mean, he's a dominant player. I mean, he's fast, he can dunk, he's a power forward, he can shoot. He got everything you kind of want in a power forward. I feel like the only thing that's against him is his age. I think he's coming out the draft a lot older than some of these other players.
Yeah.
And obviously that's like, that's a bad sign because, he's already, kind of older than the rest of his, draft class. But I mean, still, when the talent's there, I feel like you just can't let it fall. I mean, the Knicks got a really good player. Surprised that they actually got, I mean, being the Knicks, he might be a bust. That's just their luck at this point. But I think that he's a really good player, and I feel like he could help turn that franchise around.
See if the Knicks can get him some help. Timberwolves take Anthony Edwards. You know where he came from. Them Georgia Dogs.
Them Georgia
Dogs. Number 1 overall. He's headed to Timberwolves. He's partnering up with D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns. It's going to be Anthony Edwards. Is that a big 3? Is that dangerous? Let's just say that. Is that dangerous?
I feel like that's a high-scoring 3. I don't know if it's a dangerous 3. I feel like it's a high-scoring 3.
It's not dangerous. I don't think it's dangerous just because it is the Timberwolves. And it's D'Angelo Russell and it's Karl Anthony Towns. So I don't think that's dangerous. No. I think those two people make it not as dangerous as it could be. With no disrespect to them. They're great players, but to me, they're not stars like that.
Karl Anthony dropping 25, 5 and 5. You don't think that's dangerous?
Like I said, I think they're high scoring,
dropping
but I don't think they're dangerous.
25 between 25 and 30. That's not dangerous. And then if Anthony Edwards can score even between 15 to 20, that's a team that can get into the playoffs. Let's be real.
I'm just thinking about all the other teams.
They're probably an 8 seed.
They can be an 8 seed and then get just absolutely smacked by LeBron. Get straight absolutely 4-0. Because in the playoffs, LeBron ain't sitting on the bench. So you got to have somebody constantly on the court who can go toe-to-toe with LeBron. So let's just think that through. Warriors get James Wiseman. I know this is the one Jordan wanted to talk about. But we did say they lost their boy Klay Thompson. But they got James Wiseman. Defensive guy. He's pretty much Rudy Gobert, but I feel like he's way better offensively. He can be. How dangerous
100%.
Does James Wiseman make the Warriors, but with no Klay?
They still make him pretty dangerous just off of the fact of James Wiseman being a big. Is it sad that he is not playing, that Klay's not playing? Yes, it's sad that he's not playing. But we have to wait till the season starts. But they're losing the shooter, but they're getting the big, which is two completely different things. Yeah, it could be dangerous, but I mean, to me, Klay shouldn't have come back that early with scrimmaging. He should have waited to try and get back probably in the postseason. I mean, dude, you tore your. God, all prayers out to Klay. I hope he, returns healthy. Another reason so I can be right and shove it in everybody's face that you guys are going to get top 3. So Klay, if you're listening to this, if you don't go to church, I need you to go to church because I need a miracle to happen. I need you to be healthy by the postseason.
It's not gonna happen. There ain't no way.
No way.
I know, but I personally think that it's still a dangerous team. Warriors.
It's a playoff team.
Warriors. What are we doing with Draymond? You know what I mean? We just lost a shooter. Let's get another one. But who's taking Draymond? Yeah. No, I wouldn't either.
Honestly, you know what would be crazy? Imagine if the Warriors still had D'Angelo Russell. Imagine if they still had D'Angelo Russell.
He could fill in that spot.
That'd be nasty.
He wouldn't be as good as Klay. He wouldn't be as good as Klay. He wouldn't be as good as Klay. Spot.
But he's a shooter. He's a guy. He can score.
He plays more
of a spot-up shooter, mid-range, 3-point D'Angelo can
D'Angelo's
score.
more of
can
get the
score
ball
anywhere,
and create.
You know.
I mean, whenever I see D'Angelo, whenever somebody says D'Angelo, I'm picturing him running up the court with his hands out, begging for the ball while Randall's dribbling the ball. I don't see a champion with this guy. I don't see a champion with that. I don't think it probably would have been nice. I mean, having D'Angelo is, to me, is this equivalent as having Wiggins.
No.
The Wiggins are
No.
Wiggins.
But Wiggins got to step up.
Wiggins.
You got to step up. This is his time to step up. Can you prove us wrong?
Is Wiggins?
It's time for Wiggins
score
to step
25
up.
to 30?
I don't want to answer that question right now. Talk to me at mid-season.
I don't want to answer that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree.
Because you're gonna have the answer then. What do you mean?
Because I don't know.
That's the question.
Right,
that's the point of the question.
We're gonna definitely come back to that Wiggins. That nonsense you just said with that Wiggins. We're gonna come back to that.
It's all nonsense until it happens.
Okay.
And have your apology ready too.
Okay.
Have your apology ready too.
Okay.
Sound like that dude on Twitter, man.
Have your apology ready.
Okay.
This dude.
LaMelo Ball goes number 3. Hornets. I think LaMelo got on the worst roster in the top 3.
100% he on the worst roster.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think he's automatic. I think right now he's already a star of that team.
100%.
I think
Malik Monk's
he
not
has to
it.
step up, be the leader of that team. I mean, he's got a good mentor in LeBron. I think it's a good fitting for him. They got to get him some weapons off the rip, and don't waste no time doing it.
I think they got him to Gordon.
Oh my god.
Gordon Hayward.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh
the
my God.
Hornets, they need to sign someone. I mean, just anyone at this point. I mean, anyone's better than Gordon Hayward. I mean, no disrespect to Gordon Hayward. He was a monster in Utah, but when he went to Boston, let's be honest here, he did not play like he used to. And he was there to play like he played in Utah.
Yeah, I mean, when he first got to Boston, he played decent, but then the injuries happened, and he's never the same, sadly, And I got a lot of respect for Gordon Hayward. I like him as a person, as a player. I like him, but yeah, he's been missing a lot.
I just don't think him going to the Hornets makes a big difference on the Hornets. A lot of people have been talking about it like it's a significant difference. I mean, to me, it's just like making a 60 overall team a 75. Like, you're still a 75 overall. That's still not enough.
But does he get a better chance to shine in Charlotte, considering in Boston he was the third best scorer on the team? I think here he's probably second. He could be third. It depends on how Devontae Graham plays.
I mean, ever since Hayward got injured, he's kind of been different to me. Ever since he had that injury, to me, he's been playing different. He hasn't been the same since. Yeah. So if he can prove me wrong, I would love to see that. That would be nice with LaMelo. But, I mean, let's see how LaMelo plays to me, all they did was put LaMelo on a team that LaMelo is going to fluctuate around. They put LaMelo has always been a star wherever he has gone. Like, wherever he has played, he's always played where it's really just him. So now we're going to see LaMelo play like LaMelo. So he's not going to be really playing with a star-studded team. So all we're seeing is the LaMelo show. When you play Hornets, who do you know to stop? LaMelo. Who's going to probably be put on the Hornets when they play the Lakers? LeBron.
Nah. I think they'll put Caruso on. Caruso's a good defensive player.
I'm just saying, it's not going to be hard to stop the Hornets at all.
Nah, definitely.
But I got this
last
question.
year they got third overall pick.
Do you think the Hornets got the best overall player?
Yes.
No.
100%.
Yes.
I think so. 100%. I think so.
No.
Yes. I think LaMelo.
You're talking about
LaMelo,
someone who played.
Listen. We'll come back to this too. LaMelo will be the best scorer in this draft. I think LaMelo will become the most unstoppable player to guard in this draft. He will not finish his career in Charlotte. I'm gonna tell you that off the rip.
Oh, we know that. Pops knows that.
You can go look at the tape. You watch his, even just watch his like Australian league tape. You can see the way he can pass the ball. He is a quick thinker. He can dribble. He can create space. If he can get his shot to go in, because he has a shot. Like, he does have a shot. He's shown it all his life.
And there was a tape.
He just needs to get...
And listen, some of his tape, he had teammates that couldn't even catch his passes. Literally, go back and watch some of his tape, and there was a lot of highlights that wasn't included because his teammates couldn't catch the ball. He had bums on his team. He's in the NBA now. We're about to see something from LaMelo Ball that we just haven't seen.
That we haven't probably seen since Chino Hills when he was a freshman playing with seniors.
Chino Hills.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say this. I'll say they got the best guard. They definitely got the best guard, but I think the best big man was James Wiseman. I think those are two uncomparable players, okay, because they're both dominant. So I will say, I will agree with you when I say I think they got the best score. I do agree with that.
Who wins Rookie of the Year?
LaMelo Ball.
For you.
LaMelo Ball. He's already the top player on his team. Come on.
He's still got to put on the show. He's still got to show.
If LaMelo Ball doesn't win it, it's going to be somebody from later in the draft. It's not going to be the top two picks.
It's going to probably be Anthony Edwards.
It's not going to be. Listen, it's not going to be the top two picks in the draft. I think if it's not LaMelo, it's got to be a steal from later on.
Look, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Maxey.
If it's not LaMelo, there's two players that I think could win it. Obi Toppin.
Yep.
Kira Lewis. Y'all gonna sleep on him.
I'm not gonna sleep
He's
on
a guard from Bama.
I'm not gonna sleep on what Tyrese Maxey's gonna do in Philadelphia. Because he could start.
Look,
they need him badly. Actually,
I think Kira Lewis got drafted by the Detroit Pistons. They need a guard.
I don't think LaMelo's going to win.
Reggie Jackson hasn't panned out.
I don't think LaMelo's going to win Rookie of the Year. There's no way.
Who's going to win it? You think Wiseman's going to win it?
No, I don't. I agree with you when I say if it's not LaMelo or Anthony, it's definitely Obi.
I think my rankings for Rookie of the Year, it would go like this. It would go LaMelo probably is going to win it. If LaMelo doesn't win it, it's probably going to be Obi Toppin.
Yep.
If Obi Toppin doesn't win it, it's Anthony Edwards. That's how it is for me. I think Anthony Edwards could pop off in Minnesota.
But that's my thing. Anthony Edwards is going to be the third. He's going to be the third guy on that team. That's one thing I'm taking into aspects. I think Obi Toppin could become a top player on that team. Come on, it's the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But LaMelo Ball is already right now the star of the Hornets.
But I mean, Obi Toppin's already the star of the Knicks. I mean, we can go like that with that.
True.
I mean,
Julius Randle.
What?
RJ Barrett. These guys are still on that team.
RJ, okay. But
RJ, I'll give you that. But Julius Randle, come on, man.
He's not bad. I mean,
but
they use him.
But he's not like a scorer like that.
Yeah, he's not the star of the team.
He's not a scorer like that.
Right now, he's the most recognizable name. He's a name.
Yeah, but you got to consider who's going to start on that team.
Yeah, but Obi over Randall, I'll take Obi.
They took him with the 8th pick for a reason.
Oh my god! All right,
they could have took your Tyrese Maxey.
We got one more topic left. Let's just talk about the Thunder. Cause
they playing 2K.
That's our team right here. This is me and
they playing 2K.
This is me and Cam's team. But I think
we
can
2K21 in.
I think it'll be easier to pay attention to other teams now. I don't think the Thunder.
100%.
Yeah, Thunder in full tank mode.
I'm not looking for us to compete anymore.
Hey, at least, I
am excited for the future.
Yeah, the future is going to be great. But you got to think. I mean, you got a young guy in Shy.
I thought we drafted Cassius Winston, but we didn't. Yeah. Or Winston. Oh my goodness! Whenever it popped up on I think it was on my Instagram. I seen it. I was like, we just got this dude. And you were so happy. And then it was like, this pick has been traded to somebody. I forget who it is now, but that doesn't matter anymore. Yep. Because he's not on our team. That's just pain. That was pain for me. But I feel like people were saying that we got a steal with that Andre dude. I've personally never heard of him before, and if we did get a steal, I'm happy for it.
Hopefully.
But I've never heard of him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I've just never heard of him. But then again, I didn't know a lot of prospects in this draft. I didn't know the top 3 and a couple others, but I did not know who that was. He could be good. He couldn't be. I don't know. I'm just happy for what Shy can do and what we can get out of these other players that we could bring in with these picks that we got. Also, I was kind of happy for Jalen. I don't know how to say his last name, but we just traded him.
Jalen Lick.
I was kind of happy for him. Yeah, you said that he was good in the G League. I was kind of happy for that.
He's a beast. I don't know why we traded him.
But our head coach is supposed to be a development coach.
Yeah,
so let's just. I sent you a video. I seen Shy in the gym. He was hitting his threes. So he's working on his 3-pointer.
Yeah.
He could be deadly now. But I mean,
Shy steps back, shoots a 3, splash, crowd goes wild, Thunder down by 50. Come on.
That decreases the lead to
we
47.
Go. Like, this feels like some last dance type situation. Like we just blew the whole team up, which we really didn't need to. Besides, we weren't winning championships, but it was just like an unnecessary rebuild. We needed really just to bring in some players. But they were like, nope, the coach is gone.
We let everyone go.
Look, the coach is gone. We bring in his assistant, like Phil Jackson, like they did with Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much get all the players out. Pretty much is what was his name? Jerry Krause did after ring number 6. I don't know.
Let me tell you one thing that you guys definitely set yourselves up for was the trades that you're going to get. Hopefully this year you guys play terrible. You're going to get a top 5 pick or a lotto pick or a top 10.
Monty Bates, baby.
I mean, it may seem like it's not smart, but they literally got rid of all the people that they need to. It's funny because I remember hearing a comment saying that Steven Adams was never going to leave OKC. He's gone. Okay.
And the next day he's traded. If it was up to him, I don't think he would have left though.
Because where's he at now?
Pelicans.
And
he signed a deal instantly.
That's dirty, bro.
And they signed him on a
Someone said I pray for whoever has to deal with 48 minutes of Steven Adams and Zion Williamson screens. I was like, that's true, bro. Because they said some nasty screens.
Yeah. That's going to be some boards. So there's going to be Lonzo can throw up as many bricks as he wants to next year because he's got 2 people. Excuse me. He's got 2 people that are going to hit it and get the boards.
Look, the Pelicans barely missed out on the playoffs this season. So I feel like, imagine them next season.
Facts.
I think they could win. I mean, they could win 50 games.
Just know that they got to deal with
we kind of saying this with all these teams, but this is, I'm not gonna say they're a playoff team, but they're a team to watch to be right there under like playoff. Team. Like they could be a playoff watch team.
They are a playoff team, and you got to think they didn't want to play. The head coach didn't want to play Zion last season. They got a new coach. Zion's playing this year. And he's dropping 22. Come on. Well, Brandon Ingram. They're most improved player, Brandon Ingram. Steven Adams
Max
now.
Deal.
They're a playoff
Max
team
Deal, Brandon
watch.
Ingram.
They're a playoff team watch, correct, on the East, right?
Yeah.
And then on the West,
they're on the West. They're on the West.
Excuse me then. On the West, they're a playoff team watch. But then, you know who also is going to be battling it out with them?
Who?
Phoenix Suns. Don't forget about those.
The who?
Phoenix Suns.
Oh, I thought you said the Knicks Suns.
No.
No, yeah, the Suns. I think they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
I mean, they reached the playoffs, didn't? No, they didn't.
No.
I don't think they did.
No, but they went undefeated in the bubble.
They got Chris Paul, and I feel like Chris Paul. He's just that type of player that he's a winner. I mean, he just proved
and Booker.
To win.
Excuse me, and Booker.
Yep.
And Booker.
And Paul has no rings, and I feel kind of bad for him because he's not gonna play much longer.
Next stop, L.A.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Said next stop, L.A.
He like LeBron. You still gonna be here next year, right? Yep. All right.
That boy would have got a ring with Kobe if they let him. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be dropping a new series called Minute Mix-Up. So make sure that you check back in. Make sure you're checking and turning on those post notifications so you can make sure that you hear the next talk that gets released. If that's all, we'll see you guys later. This is the Kid and Kam podcast. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Roll the music.
Yes, sir.